Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Wedding Wednesday with Kenny and Mari.
We are talking about premarital stuff.
So premarital prep is the preparation you do as a couple before getting married. So it could include going to like couples therapy, talking to like a financial advisor together, things like that are going to set you up, make sure you're on the same page about everything before you get married.
Like the top 7 points of discussion in a premarital counseling session.
The meaning of the marriage commitment, your individual and combined goals, your relationship expectations, your perceptions and expectations about money, living arrangements if you don't already have that figured out, ideas regarding family planning or family blending if you already have kids, what your plan will be for resolving conflict efficiently.
Number 7 is the make or break one, I think.
We're going to get straight into the polls for this week and discuss. Have a feeling there's going to be lots of opinions.
Yes. The first poll for Mari's story was, should you go to premarital counseling?
I think it's good to just talk to someone, a neutral third party, and just make sure everything's in order, make sure you're on the same page about everything. If there are any grievances, you can air them out, talk them out, and work them out before getting married. And if you find that there are things that you can't work through, then good thing you went and found out before you got married. You all said that you should go to premarital counseling.
I'd have to ask some of my married friends if they've done this or not.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably more common than you would expect.
The next question from the poll is, do you sign a prenuptial agreement if you have stuff?
Yeah, if you have stuff. A lot of people's thought process is that doing a prenup is kind of like going into the marriage with a negative mindset.
If I like out of nowhere was like, would you sign this? Would you take it as that?
We talked about it and we both like feel like there's kind of no point in our situation. If you were to suddenly be like, here, sign a prenup, I'd be like, what? Why?
I see why people don't say not to do it or they don't like it. I get that. But I also understand the reason why people do ask for it.
I had a lawyer friend chime in and she was like, I'm surprised how many people said that they wouldn't do a prenup. It literally is just protecting what you brought into the marriage. Just have it in the back pocket. And if you never need it, then great. The majority of you said no, you would not sign a prenup.
So the next question is, do you combine assets when you get married? So basically, like you were saying, cars, houses, property, stuff like that. So
businesses, things like that. Majority of people said that yes, you should combine everything once you're married.
Next question, financially, do you guys combine bank accounts, basically?
Majority of you said combine all your bank accounts, almost 60-40.
60-40 is almost 50-50.
This is another thing where it's like, yeah, like you're getting married, like you're supposed to be together forever, like why wouldn't you just share everything? I understand that perspective, but I also think it's important for each person to have a little bit of autonomy in that sense. Financial experts, the perfect setup is to have 4 accounts.
There's a shared account for like bills.
Yes,
you have your account to go online shopping.
Yeah.
I have my account to buy shoes, and then there's like a savings account joint.
Correct. Combine savings for things like vacations, emergencies, house repairs, things like that.
Most of this stuff is very almost 50-50.
Neck and neck-ish.
It's very close.
The next question was a very touchy subject. Got lots of messages about this one. Lots of people putting in their own personal situations and experiences. So I'm interested to see what the comments are like on this.
Question is, do you believe in divorce?
Would you personally agree with getting a divorce or consider getting a divorce?
Somebody that messaged Mari said, which I think sums it up, is I didn't believe in divorce until I got divorced.
Yeah, which I think is true for a lot of people, because in this person's case, she was like confiding in me that partner became abusive, and in that situation, like, yeah, you got to get out and do what's best for you. The majority of you said no, you do not believe in divorce. I do not believe in divorce unless there are extenuating circumstances.
It's circumstance based, like,
I mean, yeah, I think only a very specific set of circumstances, though, in my opinion. And I say this as a kid of divorced parents. Like, if it's something that you can work through, and I think most things you can work through, then I don't think divorce is an answer.
So no, I don't believe in divorce.
Okay.
Last question. Again, going off the divorce situation. If you do get divorced, is everything just kind of split 50-50, or do you part ways with what you brought in to the beginning?
Or does one person take more than another? But this was actually very, very close.
Yeah.
Between splitting 50-50 or each person take their own. And in some states, like, the law will dictate this for you. Like, they will say each person gets this much. But again, this is where a prenup would come in, where, you know, you write it out beforehand and there's no legal mess.
This is one of those, like, every single person has a story about this and how it went down. I'm sure every single person who voted whatever way they voted has an explanation that makes sense of why they voted that way.
Yeah.
Knowing me, if it was like really bad, I'd just be like, I'll take nothing just to walk away clean and then go away. Like, if everything just goes away, not if it was like a lot of money. Then we'd have to discuss it, but all right. So that concludes all the questions. A lot of this stuff is very touchy stuff. So feel free
Lots
to
of opinions.
Yeah, feel free to tell us how you think about it. See you next Wedding Wednesday.